I have been tooling my ass off, you guys. Good morning. It was one of those nights and I got some Roberta's pizza and some pepperoni rolls and the banana pudding, but I forgot to eat this. Also, the Righteous Gemstones on HBO Max. Today is all about skincare tools. It took me a while to film this because, truth be told, these are not tools that I use every day anymore. I need to get back to using them every single day. But let's start this video off in fragments. And first, because it's very early Sunday morning, I have two little spots over here. They're just scabs. We're gonna use one of my favorite products from Revive. Now, I have a little story because I used to get sponsorships. I used to get paid ads. Out of all of the products that I have tried from them, and I have tried many, many things because they were sending me all of their product launches. This is by far my favorite, the Mask D Radiance. And why? It's because I noticed that scabs like this, they come off once I use this immediately. It's mostly because of the vitamin C within the ingredients, because that is how scabs recover quickest after a pimple. There's hardly any bit of this, but let's get going. By the time I move out, all of these products, which is literally just a fraction of what I used to have, I'm very proud of myself for getting rid of so much, will be gone, all gone. So all I will keep with me are the necessities, and I will obviously share that with you guys. First, wash your hands, then let's apply the mask. For those of you who know, I have a certain area that for whatever reason has an issue. So that is the area we're gonna stick with. And just apply this. Most importantly, on the scabs you wanna lift off. It comes with the spatula kind of a brush, but because of my falling out with Revive, I have gotten rid of it. The amount you generally get as someone who is an influencer with about 1,000 followers on Instagram is $500 a post and free products with a review on their website. And with Revive, that is what was happening. They have regular product launches and I was getting $500 per post and doing my thing. But at that time, I didn't have a skincare YouTube channel. I didn't have as much as I do now going on. So then they completely disappeared on me when a product came and it was ruined, it was broken. It was their new eye cream release. And when I asked them about it, they completely ghosted on me. Sometimes, folks, that's just what happens. And I will be honest with you and say their products are nice. If I had to pick between this product or May Lindstrom's Problem Solver or Biologic Research's P50, this one is not beating the other two. While the mask is drying, just quickly, these are the products we are going to talk about today. My Boost Light Salon LED face mask, which is portable, and that is the best part about it. I will be honest, I haven't been using any of these tools, but it's all about self-discipline, getting into a routine, and it's only my fault that I haven't touched any of these things. I will tell you which ones have been sent from the company and which ones I purchased myself. So this $500 Skin Boost Light Salon was purchased by me. It is one of my more favorite skincare tools because it's so easy and you can literally walk around the block with it on. And it's I believe a 5 to 10 minute process, and then the light turns off immediately. We will go into that shortly. We also have the Solawave, which if you just touch it, starts to vibrate on your skin, and this is a red LED light. This was sent by the company along with their activating serum, which I have yet to open, but we will look into that together. Now, truth be told, the serum is not necessary. You can use this LED light on your face in a massaged motion upwards at the end of your skincare routine. Next, we have Revive, which was sent to me by the company back in the day when things were a lot nicer, or they were nicer to me. This is really heavy duty. I think it costs about $200, and I think this works much better than a gua sha tool. This tool, along with facial suctions. I need to wash these off as well. I could do that right now, but this is also the last step of your skincare routine. Just really nice to massage your face with this naturally, but be careful. It's really easy to bruise yourself with this. They also come, you could buy this on Amazon for under $15, I believe. And it comes with the smaller version, but I don't use this that much. They have different versions from Tata Harper, but to be honest with you, such a simple tool that you don't need to get an expensive one when it comes to facial cupping. But not least, it's not the NuFace, but it's something very similar to it. I used to have the NuFace, but I will go into why I chose the Newa versus the NuFace. Here is a Newa, which also needs to be charged, but there are electrical circuits that come out of this. One reason why I like this more than the NuFace is that it has a cap. These tools need daily maintenance, and what I mean by that is that you need to wash these things. You need to clean these things. I get a little bit crazy about germs when it comes to my face because I'm just so acne prone. Now, I also have a few gua sha tools, but I just don't find myself using these tools or any tools, but the least gua sha, just because the weight isn't there. And if you use something like this, you will notice the weight really makes a difference when it comes to using the tool and how well it works. Because after a week of this, and consistency is the most important part. The moment you stop, the work that you have been working so diligently on will completely go away. Consistency and diligence. Those two things will help these products work. Otherwise, you will not really see a difference. I'm sitting here closer to you because I cannot see you from over there. As you know, the usual P50. The reason why we are ending with the skin tool versus beginning with it is because you need the oil for an easy glide, or else you are going to get hickeys from this thing all over your face, and that is not what you want. So the cleaning process is extremely important to keeping things hygienic. And you want to make sure that this rim, the rim that is touching the side of your face, that is the part you want cleaned along with the inside. Now, this is not the same thing as back cupping, where you leave it on and it stays on and it gets rid of all of the toxins. This is not the same thing. This is more of a blood circulation and a massage for your face and a slight detoxing, but not anything like the back cupping. While the facial cupping and the roller, these two were washed with soap and water. Do not wash this with soap and water. You need to just take a clean pad and wipe across the top. And of course, do not wash this with water either. Same thing, clean towel and wash along the top. This is something I will not be repurchasing. I thought I would like it a lot more, but it's a little bit of a disappointment. It's fine. I think my skin has gotten used to it, but I am not the biggest fan. Don't forget your eyes, you guys. In fact, I would do your eyes first. Oil is very important before these skincare tools are applied. You will literally start pinching your face if you don't use it. There's always such a feeling of accomplishment when you finish a product. So I'm done with May Lindstrom's Youth Dew oil, and now we are back to my new package of the Nini Organics. I made a video about all the oils that I love. This is up there. I think this goes without saying, but do not forget your neck, the back of your neck, and your chest. You see people doing this often? So this is what the Revive tool will mimic with this tool. And you just feel, make sure your hair does not get caught. So put your hair up. And you see and you can feel, I usually count to maybe 30 on each side. There's something happening, and these balls. I mean, of course, you could also do this. Just helps distribute the product better, and it's a facial massage that will help with definition. The nice thing about this too is you could just go really fast with it, you know? The weight truly helps. I don't know how to describe it other than you just need to try it for yourself. I find this is better than a gua sha because of the weight. So you could use this anywhere on your face. You're just kind of rolling it out. You could think of your face as really stubborn aluminum that needs to get ironed out. These lines up. You'll get the gist of this really quickly. Despite all of my review drama, this is still the best tool that I recommend. I don't tend to use this end, which is supposed to be for your eyes, because I think the big guys, the big balls on the top, get the job done. Definition over here. You see now why the oil is so important for an easy glide. You're gonna keep your hair out of the way. You start on the bottom, press in, and release. And if you could do it evenly, maybe 20 times, 30 times, that should be good. A routine like this just gets really hard to keep up with, but I suppose if you really care, you will do it. And that is what I'm going to force myself to do, so that next week when I am back, you and I will both see if there is a difference with my skin when I consistently use all of these products simultaneously every single day, morning and night. Red LED light, the reason why everyone is obsessed with it is because it stimulates collagen. Collagen, as you know, I'm sure you've heard, you lose it as you get older. So, from Solawave, we have this red LED. And now what's great about it is the moment it touches your skin, it vibrates and you see the red going on. Every time I charge this, it lasts for so long. I find it extremely convenient, especially if I'm just going over my spots, kind of as a last step. Now, as for the activating serum, I've not tried it, but we will try it today together. This was sent together. This is aloe vera, which is actually the first ingredient, blue tansy, which is the last ingredient, which is a little upsetting because if you don't know, I love blue tansy, but we have enough of it in the oil that I use every single night, and hyaluronic acid. Thank you to Solawave for sending this a while ago. I've been planning this skincare tools video for a long time, but I had separating of channels to do, you know the deal. So we have this guy. I already went through the ingredients. Wow, it's very, I don't even know, is it thick? It's very watery, kind of like a gel. I will be washing my face after this, so let's see how this goes. So you apply this. If I start breaking out, we all know why. And I'm gonna wait for this to dry. It has no smell. So now let's do it. I just wish there was a casing on top of this. So they recommend this for 5 to 10 minutes every single night. Again, the consistency is all that matters when it comes to these tools, because the moment you stop is the moment everything goes down the drain. Because even though this is massaging as the light is coming on, with the LED, every single light just stays on your face without any evaporation of the products that you use. Because every time you use a product, it is all about the absorption and how it penetrates the skin, along with, of course, what is in it. And most of the time, it is evaporated and it doesn't get fully absorbed. And it's kind of sensitive where if I touch this, it will start vibrating. So go over the parts that you feel are most important. This also comes in a blue light, which is great for acne. Red light collagen is good for stuff like this, my acne scars. I will say that right after filming, I noticed that my skin was looking very lifted from the suction and this roller. So you can only imagine what improvements happen when you use this all simultaneously daily, although it becomes somewhat of a chore. It may be worth it to you, especially if you have an event 1 week prior. Doing all of this will definitely get you some results immediately. Great for a lift, great for a lift, great for acne scars and collagen. Every single one of these dots should be lighting up red. This is what I was expecting when I was getting nothing. The reason why it wasn't working is because it doesn't work when it's plugged in. I need to plug it out and then it works. We're back. We are back. It's time for the Newa. Now what this is good for is general contour, lift, and the tightening of the skin. So this is the activating gel that it comes with. It says to generously apply this all over the face. I currently washed my face. And what we are gonna do is we're gonna apply this, use the Newa, then wash the gel off. Skincare routine, LED mask. A lot of people have asked why I went with the Newa versus the NuFace. And after a bunch of research, I noticed a lot of dermatologists go with the Newa versus the NuFace, and it may have to do with the technology, and I think it may be because of the distribution of the wattage that is coming out of these 6 prongs. It may also do with the fact that the NuFace doesn't come with the cover. But I have tried both and I find myself liking this one more, only because the flat application covers more surface area than the NuFace, which is a 2-prong, similar to this. So now this is on. You see that there is a 0, 1, and a 2. Let's put it to a 2. I have applied this before without the activating gel, and what happens is that you feel like this is burning your skin. That's what you feel like. So the gel is highly necessary, and because you wash it off at the end, it will not break you out. But beware, it is very thick and goopy. And you will notice that it evaporates really quickly too. Sometimes I need to apply more. So the tools that I have as a minimalist, one is for a contour, which is why I have this, and I don't use a gua sha. Facial cupping. Something for collagen and more of a laser type of a tool. An LED mask and the Solawave. Blinking means that it is ready to go. You feel a little bit of heat for sure, but focus on the areas with the lines. This is going to be a tedious week, you guys, a tedious week of a bunch of skincare products and tools incorporated into my routine so that when you see me next week, we will all decide, was it really worth it? But already from this morning, I think it will be. Which tool would I go without? Well, the facial cupping is so cheap that I recommend everyone go on Amazon and order these. This costs about $200. It was originally $350. And I recommend you either go with this or the NuFace for something at home if you need an emergency facial kind of a lift that will give you an effect if you do it for a week straight for an event or some sort of a gig. And then we have the Solawave, which wins for being the most convenient. right behind the LED mask, which costs $500, so it's a little out of question, but that definitely wins for being the most convenient. And the LEDs do not burn. It's not gonna make you heat up. It feels like you just have a mask on for about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna continue with this upwards motion. I forgot how happy these tools make me. At this point, the activating gel has evaporated. My skin immediately feels much tighter, and I forgot how this felt. I'm a little bit red. The P50 stung a little bit, and usually it does not ever sting. So my face is definitely sensitive from the Newa, which is a great thing, which just means that it works, is what we need to get into right now. There are these 2 Velcro straps that go onto the mask so that it stays in place. So this is a battery pack. You push the button, and now you can walk around and do anything you want. It will turn off automatically after, I believe, 5 minutes. And of course, you could tighten this with the straps. Keep this in your pocket. So these are the skincare tools that you need for it to feel like you got a professional facial. And that includes lasers, that includes contouring, that includes a facial massage, that includes this LED mask. So this is the last step before applying the oil. And the reason why I don't use an oil before the LED is because I don't want the oil texture film to get onto the mask. And I know it's just me being paranoid, but I don't want that extra oil layer to get in between the active ingredients that I have going on with my lotion and my P50. Whew, the routine is finally over. Dug up is the Beauty Bio Micro Roller, which was sent to me a very long time ago. Now, I have my very own thoughts about the company in general. I do not think that their products work that well, which is why when I'm sent a bunch of products from a company, I feel really bad, but I just cannot force myself to lie or take pictures and write about products that simply do not work. So that's not saying that this micro roller doesn't work. I'm just talking about the products that they make because I used to get sent a bunch of them. Now, with their micro roller, it's a whole bacteria thing. It's also that I need to get a new head because you need to be very careful when it comes to keeping this sanitary. Now, oh wow, it still works. So it vibrates. There is a tiny bit of a laser and you are supposed to go upwards with this. Once I get a new head, I will start using this again. I just wanted to show you guys a Beauty Bio roller because what this does is it punctures tiny little dots into your face so that all of your skincare products absorb deeper in. Now, these needles are not as intense as when you go to the dermatologist because they actually prick your face. And if you remember Kim Kardashian with the vampire blood facial, that is when the needles are so sharp, they puncture you to a point where you are bleeding. Once the skin is punctured like that, it goes into healing mode, which then produces the collagen. So it's a whole process of puncturing skin, healing mode, collagen. That continuous process is supposed to tighten your skin. It's been about 3 to 4 days, and I have been tooling my ass off, you guys. And the final verdict, it's that it is so worth it. My skin has never been better, and I forgot what consistency does. I guess this applies to everything in life, but what really consistency does when you use tools simultaneously daily. And by tools, I mean every single tool that we saw and discussed today. Those are the tools I have been applying throughout the day, every single day. I haven't been using the tools twice except maybe the LED mask because it's so easy, but the tools that I recommend are every single one of them. I have to say the Newa really does a nice job tightening my pores, unlike anything I have ever used. And now this is only after 3 applications. I've had this tool for a while. And I really do see the difference immediately. Like everything else, it is kind of a nuisance in terms of you have to wash your face after applying the gel. Do not leave the gel on. It's really goopy and thick, but it's worth it. And then just rolling your face out with the Revive, it really gives you that definition. When you go get a facial, all of the massaging movement, that is what gives you the result. Just like if you were to hang upside down every day, then your face would be lifted. It is all just kind of common sense, gravity, but these tools really do make a difference. And if you don't feel like spending the $500 for the Light Salon, then maybe try out the Solawave, because what I do notice too is that because red light is excellent for healing and scars, if you just go over it on a specific scar, that will most likely fall off the next morning. I'm so happy because now these tools are back in my life after being dusted on and buried into the closet. With that, everyone, my skincare fam, the skincare community, thank you so much for watching. If you have any tools that I should try, please let me know because I am all about it. Have a great night.